think we can put the sound on. So sound is on.
Testing.
Yeah, you're looking good. Audio level's looking good. Got the limiter up there. So hopefully we don't get any peaking or, what do they call it? Clipping. We don't get any clipping errors.
No clipping. Please.
Yeah. ID no clip. Or IDSPISPOPD.
Hello. How's it going?
So, I'm not sure, because I got a little bit confused about which quests I was on and what quest guide to follow in the game. Like I had one of the quests active.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh, no. But yeah, I had a quest active, and it wasn't quite clear on where I should go. It was basically insisting that both that I find allies... Oh no, the quest text was saying find allies and then meet at this place. But the quest itself was saying just go to the place. So I just went to the place and it immediately failed me for all the find allies quests.
Oh.
So that's where we were last time.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. But yeah, that's where we were last time. And we may be locked into a bad ending, I'm not sure. But if we are, then... I mean... This is a hefty game. I want to see everything that it offers. So I was going to want to see the bad ending sometime. So we might be seeing it now. And if it is a bad ending, then I'll do like a quick playthrough on New Game Plus, like with an overpowered Geralt. With an overpowered Geralt, and go through the story real quick to get like one or more of the good endings and just condense their content into shorts. Mm-hmm. At least the quests don't bug and soft lock you in a dungeon. Yeah. So, we are following Ciri, or we are finding our way to the mountain summit. Whoa! Look at all those footprints.
Oh my.
Examine.
There was a March here.
Oh, right.
Cough, Skyrim cough.
Yeah, his voice is coming out through stereo. Or, yeah, his voice is coming out through stereo audio. I need to change that to... Or, his voice is coming out through surround. And my capture device doesn't have surround, so I have to set my system to stereo when I play this. Alright, let's hear that again. Or if we can hear it for the first time. If we get another dialogue, then we should be able to hear it.
Avalach claims vanity
Okay,
is
good.
Imlerith's greatest weakness.
Vanity?
Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. The other one, Caranthir, is said to be secretively pragmatic. Hardly surprising, given he was Avalach's student. Geralt?
He's an outsider!
Let them approach. But they've come for the feast. Wouldn't do to
How
cast them
dare
out.
they bring the
come to
one
celebrate.
person who can help
to get to the top of the
destroy
mountain.
the bad
Gate is
guys.
You'll not pass. But we
We
fire
prefer to live in ignorance, thank you.
Sit down beside one, and perhaps this year the ladies will descend. Give us the privilege of seeing them.
Okay, so you could back out of this quest by hitting that one. But we want to
Thank you for
advance.
the invitation. Be glad to sit down, right?
Speak for yourself.
Come with me.
Yep.
Crossed arms, crossed legs. Signs of low trust.
Mm-hmm.
This celebration, what's it about?
Or
What do you
just
need to know,
discomfort.
Wanderer?
General
No
discomfort.
need for anger. The white ones serve the ladies as we do now. We send them gifts all year long. And on this night, they repay us with their blessing.
I met one of your gifts to the crones. Snivelling. Scared to death and about 8 years old.
Stay calm.
Why do the ladies need your children?
Your children. Why do the ladies need them?
We know not and never ask.
You don't know? Then let me tell you.
Tell us instead what a peasant, his own young and starving, is to do with a wandering war orphan. You're not from here. Don't judge us by others' laws.
Said the ladies bestow blessings on you.
Aye, for our lives turn thus. First a summer of labouring neath the hot sun, then autumn rains, then a winter of death. Then we await spring, when all that is dead is born anew. And from our blood and sweat the oak bears acorns, at times few, at times a handful.
What do you do with the acorns?
The Velen elders gather, hold council. Some favour grinding them to spread on the fields for a rich harvest. Others want them given to a cunning woman who'd make medicine for consumption.
A handful of enchanted acorns is enough for all Velen.
'Tis never enough.
Heard enough about this. We've got other questions.
Let's just move
Should
forward
be going.
rather
Eager
than
to see
linger.
the ladies. I share your yearning.
We're afire with yearning.
Yeah.
Come, Geralt. We must get there before daybreak.
Go to the tent and stand before Thekla. She's the one who decides who's worthy to face
Main
the
character
ladies.
guy freaks me out. Geralt.
Geralt, yeah, he's got the scars and
That's it.
just he's grumpy. He's like,
He's a gruff kitty cat mixed with a old man. I
Yeah.
don't know.
well, mixed with like trauma and drugs and lots of supernatural encounters.
Yeah. Like justifiable grumpiness.
Yeah, like so far he won't like do crimes unless you make him. He's not a murder hobo.
I mean,
I don't know if you can make him like a Skyrim type of murder hobo though. I haven't tried doing like
Look,
a genocide run.
child.
No, a godling. I know him. Name's Johnny.
Well, old B, you're back. And I see you found your lass. I'm Johnny. We've had the pleasure already. A bit one-sided though it was. See, I saw you running. Your back to me, as I was having the pleasure of... Oh, 'tis a long story.
They call me Siri. Nice to meet you.
How are things, Johnny?
Health's good, so no complaints. What brings you here?
Looking for a path to the summit.
We gotta climb the mountain. Can you help?
His tone is strange.
I'd rather try to dissuade you. But I'm certain that would be in vain.
Oh,
Alas, she is stubborn as you.
Even more so.
Figured as much. Oh. Path to the peak starts there, past the gate. But only old Thekla's got the key, so since you shan't ever get it, you best turn back now.
yeah. One thing that bugs me about the dialogue of just about everyone in this game is that they skip the "I am" or "we are" or "you will." They skip those words and they start in the middle of the sentence.
right. They simplify it.
Yeah.
Gotta get to the summit. Simple
This
as
kid.
that.
Oh,
It's Thekla you'll need to convince. She's blind as your bum, but she won't be fooled.
We shan't try to trick her.
She sits in that tent over yonder.
I mean,
I wish
kind
you
of an
luck.
unchild
We won't meet
situation
again.
here.
yeah.
Someday.
Well, a godling is. Hang on. There's a bestiary entry for it.
I think it's like a Fae-esque kind
Yeah.
of critter.
Like they're not human, but at the same time they're not evil.
I
There
mean,
was
they
the only.
could technically be children at some point, but they're about that at every time.
Let's see here. Bestiary.
I think.
Are they Elementa? Or cursed ones? No. Not specters, are they? No. These are all baddies that you fight. Elementa? These are all bad as well. They are almost definitely not Draconids. And we met some new insectoids on the way here, but he's not one of those. Oh wait, it wouldn't be in the bestiary, it would be in the characters. Maybe. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. There, Johnny. When the children in the swamp clearing first told Geralt about Johnny, the Witcher had every reason to suppose no such person actually existed. It is difficult to imagine anyone living in such inhospitable surroundings without quickly becoming food or drowners or water hags. Geralt thus suspected Johnny was the figment of childish imaginations, an imaginary friend for lonely orphans. Long years of experience, however, told him not to ignore any possible lead, so he decided to search the nearby swampland for any additional signs of Johnny. It turned out the orphans were not lying. Johnny really did exist. He was not a human child, but a godling, one of a rare breed of creatures that can be found scattered about the continent's wildernesses. Unfortunately, Johnny had lost his voice in circumstances he obviously could not explain, so neither could he provide much in the way of answers to Geralt's questions. Once Geralt had helped him regain his voice, however, he talked of a veritable storm, giving the lie to all the tales of those legendary beings' supposed shyness. Johnny also agreed to convince Gran to put Geralt in touch with the Ladies of the Wood. I know from personal experience, the I here is, I believe, Dandelion, a bard that you meet like halfway through the story. I know from personal experience that a good heart, noble reflexes, and the wrong word at the wrong time can get a fellow in all sorts of trouble. Johnny learned this as well when he tried to intercede on Gran's behalf with the crones and succeeded only in attracting their wrath. Geralt had thought his and Johnny's paths would never cross again, but fate had other plans. When he and Ciri arrived at the Crone Sabbath, it's up to now, they ran into Johnny. It seemed the Godling had received an offer he couldn't refuse from the Crones, and, willing or not, would have to attend the Sabbath. He had no intention of tarrying there long, however, and when the first opportunity arrived, he seized it and left that filth-ridden place. Before he did, Johnny told Geralt and Ciri what to do to gain access to the peak of the mountain where Imlerith himself was celebrating the Dark Feast. So yeah, I thought they would be in bestiaries, but the only characters in bestiaries are the ones that you fight.
Mhm.
Not this here, child.
I so wished to see the ladies.
The gate had been closed.
When you see them, you'll wish you hadn't seen them.
Hmm.
Oh, is this not the spot? Oh, the quest marker is telling us to go back down.
We'll go with you.
We'll do no such thing, child. The guard will not let us pass.
Ew.
Ooh. Yeah, don't
Suddenly
do that.
Suddenly the ground vanished. Alright, so we need permission to climb the mountain.
Red River, can the Witcher come over?
Too late. I'm already here.
What's that?
Yeah.
Well, come on, come closer, girl. Aye. What's she like?
Narrow hips, sparkly eyes, a striking feisty lass.
Never had a man? Never mind. Got me answer. I choose you, girl. This night you shall see the ladies.
Ciri,
Wonderful. Who wouldn't want to meet the ladies? My companion comes with me.
What else is the cat dragged in?
It's grey and veiny, got a scar, and eyes like a viper.
Aye. Stinks of climb.
Infertile.
Plus it's old and infertile.
Well, witchers are infertile.
I reject ye, freak. The
Freak?
girl will send alone.
But she's a witcher too. Appearances can be deceiving, I'm worthy.
you misjudged me. I'm worthy as anyone.
Girl,
He's sprier than any youth. Only smells like corpses because he kills monsters. And he'll kill any who stand in his way.
Perhaps I was mistaken. Perhaps there's life in him yet. By ancient right, you may appeal my choice. But to do so, you must best the challenge.
Oh boy. Alright, let's do this
I
challenge.
accept the challenge.
Come.
Oh, that's just good. When they haven't got to laugh like that.
Yeah. A diving contest?
Look this over. A
Ah.
coin from days of yore. Falker burns on its reverse, so they call it the Defier's Oran. Now, bring me the coin.
Alright. Let's do a quick save here. Yeah, it's the Brothers in Arms quests that I skipped, so I made a different save after that.
Something's afoot. Something's nigh.
I don't think this is particularly useful. Alright, just a jump. Oh. Okay, with your senses, we have a drowner. Let us select our crossbow. Not select a crossbow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing? Where's my crossbow? Alright, inventory. Okay, there's my crossbow. Oh, no, there's horse blinders. My crossbow spot is empty. Why? Crossbow's at the bottom. Alright, Witcher senses. Witcher senses. It's not too far away. So quickest way back is to double back this way. Swim swiftly, press L stick. Surface. There we go. Just before I ran out of breath.
Shit.
I got monsters incoming. What is that? Something with antlers. Let's equip our... Well, first, cast Quen. That's not Quen. Quen, ready Axie. Fiend, level 26.
Oops.
Did I get hit? Not a moose. What is that thing? I don't know. That's the first time I saw something. I think we're supposed to run from it. Time to take a swig of my drink. So I'm a little bit ahead of the quest, but not ahead of the monster, so because of that, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to run from that unless we are on New Game Plus or unless we've been grinding.
Mhm.
Unless we are overleveled. Today, it seems like Gunstar is sleeping in my bed upstairs.
Oh. Cat's like, I has dibs.
Yeah. Did you get knocked out? Yeah, it looks like it. It's one of those things where it's like, I guess if you take more than half your health and damage, then you don't even see a death scene. The screen just fades out to a game over. Ooh, Quinn works as a status heal. Yeah, I guess he knocked me right out of the Quen rune. The shield was destroyed in one hit, so he's definitely way more powerful than I can handle. Maybe I should just keep Quen equipped. I think I did not alert the fiend that time. So maybe we won't have to go through a chase scene.
I was beginning to worry. Come, let's get the key.
Something's afoot. Something's nigh. They're back. What do you want?
My cat Lucy usually sleeps in my bed with me. She isn't as clingy as some cats I've seen, but she's still clingy. Yeah, Gunstar will... He'll sleep either in his carrier or down here on the couch when I go to sleep. But in the morning, he'll be tucked under my arm.
Aww.
I'll wake up with him either trying to burrow into the blanket or already curled up under my arm.
Got that coin you tossed in the lake.
Sandy, she always likes to sleep at the foot of the bed.
Nothing I can
And
do
then
about
Bambi, she likes to
No,
sleep in
you
certain
keep your word.
areas, not necessarily
Nobody's
near
doing
me
that.
because she knows I toss
Show
and
the
turn.
coin to the gatekeeper past the threshold.
And
He'll know it's
yeah.
money.
Sandy
Marika
doesn't
will
care.
Open the gate for you. Now go.
She will lay on top of you and she will
Weren't
be
the
like,
one to
what
do
are you
the
gonna
diving
do
in
about
the
it?
cave.
Stop one. You're a witcher. You've dived in murkier waters.
Yeah, I have to tell you about the time I hunted a Zugo.
Last of the chosen will now ascend the mount to the peak.
So
Yeah,
follow
uses-
America.
People as a security blanket when she hears thunder.
I was gonna say, it's like she is the weighted blanket.
Yep, she is the weighted blanket, especially during a thunderstorm or fireworks or whatever.
I was thinking the same thing, Enderbrina. I was gonna say, is she a America or the America? Is Siri behind us? Oh, yeah, there she is. Is she barefoot?
I think so.
Yeah, she's barefoot.
Why? Why would
I guess-
anyone do that? Again, all those rocks.
I can only guess just to illustrate that the village is poor.
Maybe, but I don't know.
I mean, they gotta have something, cloth covering their feet or something.
Right? There was one thing I saw. They were making like these primitive shoes out of just whatever was available.
Mhm.
And it was more insulating than the fancy high-end stuff.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Well, I mean, fancy stuff isn't really for surviving in, is it?
It depends on the type of material. If it's meant for hiking or
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah. If it's meant for roughing, it wouldn't be fancy. Probably.
Right.
Because it's just
I mean,
going to get
there is-
ruined when it gets out
There is a
there,
weird high-end market for stuff.
I guess. Actually, it reminds me of my, when I was in cadets, we had these shoes that are great for, well, they're decent for roughing it. They're made for trudging around in wartime conditions, so lots of dirt and lots of, I don't know, trudging through forests or whatever. But, here's the dumb thing, you have to polish them so that they shine. Why? It seems like a futile,
Yeah.
a futile
If
thing.
you're out in the mud,
I mean, I could understand maybe putting a layer of wax on your shoes to keep the water out, but polishing it just seems like a waste of effort. Maybe it's just to prove that the wax is on there or something, I don't know. Prove at a glance that the wax is on there. Fugas.
I've never once had, well, waxed shoes. Even shoes that needed to be waxed, I'm just like, yeah, nope.
What's your name, girl?
What's yours?
Your name don't matter. Atop the peak, you'll lose it and get another. You may go. And you?
I passed the trial. Here's proof. Recognize it?
The Defier's Orin. A death sentence.
Oh, we fighting? We fighting.
It is unlike Donkey Kong.
Yeah. As soon as I cast Gwen, he breaks the shield immediately. It's almost like I should just let Ciri do the fighting.
You know, Ciri is a very competent fighter. She's got this. I mean, all of her life has been training for this. If she doesn't have it, it sounds like she just failed as a student. I don't know.
One tough son of a bitch.
We've no time to lose. I'll tend to Imlerith, you take the crones. Avalok said they dwell below the oak, among its roots.
No chance. I'm going after Imlerith.
Fine, let's play. Rock, paper, scissors.
Best three. It looks like best out of three.
Eh,
Damn it! 2 out of 3!
someone gonna do paper? Okay, there we go.
Fate has decided. Imlerith is dangerous, I'll take care of him. I feel like both of them are...
Imlerith's a bigger threat than the crones. I should face him.
I'm no worse a fighter than you.
We both know that's not true. Listen to me this once.
But...
No buts.
Fine. Be careful.
You too.
I feel like it's easier to fight as Ciri, so effectively she could be more powerful than Geralt. There's fewer things to keep track of. And she has just this one universal kill everything move. Do we get to play as both? Ooh, maybe we get to play both fights.
Let's get down there.
Excellent. Yeah, downside is Ciri does not have Witcher senses. But she has that. That's the kill everything, teleport, and do everything kind of move.
Oh, hell. I guess I must jump.
Boing.
Made it sound so dramatic and then just... Whee!
Alright, swim swiftly. Up a little bit. Sounds like the crones nowhere here.
More meat.
should have waited. Is that someone else? Oh no. These are different crones. Unless...
How was he? He lived a life of love and knew no bitterness. Yum, yum.
Just like Mother used to make.
Ah, so these are their battle forms. So they're the same crones.
Welcome, child of the Elder Blood.
Oh.
We knew you would return.
Zucchini.
Your taste lingers on our tongues.
A squeaky kitten.
You've talked enough.
You will die here now. You die tonight.
She's an adult cat now. We think she might be slightly mute because her purr is really loud.
Oh.
Maybe that's more deaf though. Well, I don't know.
You'll regret that.
Not sure.
2 down. Oh, they can throw stuff. Whisper.
No!
There we go. Whew. Slightly mute because of the squeakiness.
Ah.
So that's one boss taken care of.
Yep.
Hope Imlerith isn't that much more difficult. Well, maybe not.
Dead-ish.
Damn it.
Maybe not.
They stole her pendant.
Not a good thing.
Mm. Character entry
Imlerith's
updated.
at the summit. Gotta be.
Ruus, Weavis, Wispus. So if we look at... Would it be in bestiary this time, or characters? Ruus. In the end, Ruus shared Wispus's fate. She was slain by Ciri's blade. Oh, during this crone's Sabbath, it turned out the sister truly did feed on human flesh, cooking it up in infernal pots and spicing it with root from the cursed tree growing atop Bald Mountain. And then Wispus? Oh no, wait, Weavis and Wispus. So they'll both be in W. So Weavis and Wispus. Wispus was the most ancient. No magic, however old, could save her from Cyrilla's wrath. Okay, so then Wispess. The fight on Bald Mountain was meant to put an end to all three crowns, but Weavess evaded her elf sister's fate. She was able to escape by transforming into a flock of ravens, and took Cyrilla's medallion with her. Whoa! Okay, that path ends suddenly. So where do we go? This way. Bridge. Question mark. Oh, a place of power.
Magic.
Lucky us.
A place of power.
This is what? Quinn. My specialty.
Hey.
Did I draw from it? Oh, hold to withdraw. I didn't hold, I tapped.
Oh.
Gained 1 ability point. Let's immediately cast Quinn. Quinn sign intensity increased. And maybe let's allocate that ability point before we forget. So we have largely blue and green, and I've kind of been going for an alchemy build. Ooh, 5 points available. Alright, let's max this out. So now all of our bombs become cluster bombs. Potion duration time and bomb damage up. Potions and bombs is what you specialize in when you do green. Duration of all mutagen decoctions. Fixative blade oils have more charges. So this is blade oils, this is potions, blade oils, bombs, mutagen, toxicity. If toxicity is above 0, each opponent killed increases in critical hit chance. This is all kind of okay. Let's have a look at maybe the blue. Any more options in blue here? So Quinn is this rune. And this one is Axie? Yeah. Targeted enemy briefly becomes an ally. Maybe. And this is... creates an active shield, maintaining it and blocking attacks for instance damage or damage absorbed by the shield restores player vitality. Interesting, but it makes things more complex in a way that I don't like. I'll go with the puppet. Advanced signs. To cast a sign as alternative mode, hold ZR. And let's put this clicky over there. And put that green one in the newly opened green spot. Oh, do I have this? I do, and it's maxed out too. Increases bonus for mutagen placed in mutagen slot by 50%. Potion duration time and bomb damage up. Alright, let's allocate that then. And a little more and we'll be able to put a mutagen there. Oh? Can I examine this? No. Slowly making our way over to where we gotta be. Succubuses? Yeah, these are succubuses. And of course, Imlerith's just kind of sitting there bored.
Yep.
Like an evil emperor would.
Yep.
Hoping that Quen sign isn't a red herring or something. And that Quen would actually be useful in this battle.
The sisters said you would come. They saw you arrive in the water's surface. They did not see the girl, but she is with you. is she not?
What if I say I came alone?
I'm here alone.
A lie which will change nothing. First you, then her.
The quest is, simply put, just kill Imlerith. Almost got him.
I don't know why I'm thinking of a Sinister or something like that.
Run, fool!
Yes.
Run, coward!
Gotta say, that's probably the one of the earliest instances of just voice mocking in a game.
Voiced games, yeah. Or voices in a game? Like, at all?
Well, voice mocking, essentially.
I guess.
Maybe.
The Witcher you slew.
Bert. Let's see you get married like that. Well, no. I don't want to see you get married in any form.
The dude was hanging out like a villain from a metal song or something.
Yeah. Smash. Toasty, yeah. Now he's chilly. Chile con evil. With strawberry jelly.
We did it.
Barely. How'd it go down there?
We slew
Pretty
only
easy down
2 of
there.
the
Well,
crones.
yeah.
The third fled with Vesemir's medallion, my sole memento.
You avenged Vesemir.
You avenged Vesemir.
Avalark claims vengeance is only ever satisfying when served. He's wrong.
Let's get her.
Now to find Eredin and kill him. Anorin, for your thoughts?
Wondering what to tell Yennefer when we get to Novigrad.
Tell her the truth. Always.
Revenge is
Wonder if
ice cream.
Triss and Yennefer have found the sorceresses at the lodge.
Ice cream's
We
best
ought to
served
rejoin
cold.
them.
Then again, for the last little while when I have maple walnut ice cream, I melt it into hot milk so I can make a hot drink for myself. So, I don't know. Hot revenge is nice. every now and then.
Yeah, let's get going.
Thank you for coming with me.
Come here.
Let's go.
Or sherbet. I haven't bought sherbet in a long time. I know my parents would, my parents basically forbade me from having sherbet when we went to the ice cream shop. Because they're just like, it's just sugar water.
The oak, the crows.
I mean, it's
They really
not...
like to oversimplify stuff like that.
Feast.
What of our acorns?
I've never really been too big of a fan on sherbet. Well, at least most of what I've tried is usually sour, and it's like when you're set up for like ice cream, and it's like, it's.
I know the feeling, but at the same time, when I saw the lineups of ice cream, and then at the end there's rainbow sherbet, and it's so bright, and the flavors are so strong, like they're not diluted by the fat in the ice cream. So, I mean, that's why it's sour, because the flavors come through stronger, and there's no fat to soften it up.
I think for most of my, for most of it on my end, I think it's the disappointment factor. You know, expectations, and then
when you want ice cream, then yeah, you want that creamy, fatty goodness.
yeah, or at least more sweet than sour.
Yeah. For me, it was just going out for ice cream meant going out for dessert at all. So it was either that, like, it was that selection in front of me or nothing. So, yeah. So ice cream and sherbet were effectively the same to me back then.
Makes sense.
So what about our acorns? You'll have to live without them.
Don't know, don't care.
You must learn to live without them.
This is no longer no man's land. It's no longer the lady's land. It's all yours.
But what are we to do?
Take care of yourselves.
It's time.
Manage on your own.
No longer have to lean on these evil crones that eat your children. Oh. Provided the third one doesn't come back. I'm guessing we either have to hunt her down in a side quest, or she'll show up in The Witcher 4 or something.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure I want to buy something from CD Projekt Red after their buy something new from CD Projekt Red after their track record shows like they're not exactly sparkling office conduct. Comparable to Blizzard, if I recall.
Ooh.
I think even when starting out this game, that was just when the news got out about Cyberpunk. And that game, it being releasing in, well, the state it was. Apparently everyone who bought Cyberpunk has forgiven and forgotten already.
Oh.
But I'm not too enthused about... Yeah, I'm not too enthused about buying into something new from CD Projekt Red.
Like, it's one thing if it were an indie developer releasing things and then patching it along. Indie developers should have more slack, but people who charge $70, $60 to $70 on a new product,
It was mages, the hunters, and the temple guard were
they should have that together.
left.
I'm sorry, no
glory.
excuse.
They should follow Nintendo's example. Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Splatoon, Xenoblade. Like, Xenoblade gets a patch at the end of the...
Hatred and prejudice will never be eradicated. And witch hunts
Xenoblade got
about witches
patches in
to have a
DLC.
scapegoat.
But they were
That's the
very
key.
playable.
Humans
Like, they were
always feared the
complete games
alien,
at launch.
The odd. Once the mages had left Novigrad, folk turned their anger against the other races. And as they have for ages, branded their neighbors their greatest foes.
I have a neat game for you might be interested. It's called Inscription. Inscription. I think I heard about that. Bit of a horror card game with lanes for the cards to be played in whenever you have the time. Yeah, that name does sound familiar. Although I tend to stay away from horror games. Although I guess The Witcher kind of counts for body horror.
Mhm.
Not really like scares or.
Ready some tankards with guests.
Geralt, Ciri.
Yeah, I like horror sometimes.
Geralt had found you.
Glad to see you.
Although I tend to get more laughs out of it because I act like an idiot.
Yeah. The last horror game I played. Whoops. Let me get back there. The last horror game I played was Eternal Darkness: Sanity's Requiem, and it was
that
like,
would ruin it for you.
Yeah. I got all 4 endings. It was a very compelling game, but also very scary. And a lot of the horror in the game is about tricking the player into thinking that the player is going insane, not the character. So, like, you'll have, like, occasionally the save file, the save screen will pretend to error and delete your file, or the screen will be rendered upside down or something. But then your character will sort of snap out of it. They'll go, "This isn't really happening," or something like that. And then the game will be back to normal. And you have to sort of manage the character's sanity. You could keep it high, or like if you really want to get into the game, you could deliberately let the character's sanity go low so that you can experience all the insane effects that the game tries to pull on you. I've always enjoyed it. I don't like horror games. That should say enough about it. There's a bit of puzzle in it as well. All right, I might have a closer look at some point. Where have you two been? Imlerith, we hunted him down.
Just finished hunting down the crones of Velen and a general of the Wild Hunt.
Well, you've had a busy morning, haven't you?
In fact, you look terrible. Like you could really use some rest.
Gladly take some. Point me to a room.
Of course. Come on, little swallow. I'll take you.
Let's meet later, Geralt. I've a little matter to resolve. I'll freshen up, then await you in the square in Gildorf.
Right.
Who voices Red Guy? Dandelion? I don't know. But yeah, he's the character. I don't know if he's been through the the entire Witcher series or if he's just here for this game. Like the characters make reference to him early on, but he's supposed to be the narrator, or he's the person who writes down anytime you see something written in the game files that's like, I have personally experienced this monster this one time when I went adventuring with Geralt and we encountered it on the plains or something like that. That's Dandelion. The sorceresses, who are they? Or where are they?
Anyone here besides us? Lodge of Sorceresses. Triss and Yen were supposed to gather the remnants.
They're working on it. Triss is upstairs, waiting for you. Yennefer's gone to Crippled Kate's.
Yen? At that portside dive? Why?
Didn't inform me. Imagine that. And that elf of yours moved into the Ruby Suite. Told me to tell you he's waiting too.
Alright. Gave him your best room?
Gave him your best room?
He didn't exactly ask. I prepared another room for him, but he blew past me and locked himself in the Ruby. Hasn't peeked out since. Barely eats, drinks only water, and the only thing I've heard from him is, I wish to know when Windblade and Zariel arrive.
Thanks. Looks like I'll have my hands full.
I'll give you a discount for heroic deeds, but madam, well, you know.
So let's talk to... Talk to the two here. Oh, this is the door.
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Oh, the guy who took the guy who showed Ciri to her room?
Fine. Can't say the same for Imlerith.
He is a
That's
dwarf.
the sole comfort I find in this, but it's no justification. You know what might have happened?
But it didn't. I was there, had the situation under control. Mind if we change the subject?
pyres?
Past burning pyres on the way into town. Non-humans on them.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
Any success with the lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging.
Oh, probably.
We don't know about Fringilla.
There's
Haven't
dwarves.
been able to contact her.
And the others? Kira? Margarita? Philippa?
Kira? I thought you, of all people, would know.
Few can refuse a sorceress. And Kira Metz certainly had her ways. But when she demanded the Mage Alexander's notes, I had to turn her down. Kira needed that, as she needed the impetus to start anew. She found it where she least expected to. Years later, known for discovering the cure for the Catriona plague, she was thankful none remembered her time in hiding as a village witch. I've seen worse matches. Hope things work out for them.
I hope they work out for us, and we actually find Philippa and Rita.
We will. We have to.
I'll rest easier when they're both here with us.
Know where they are?
Yennefer's looking into Rita's whereabouts. I have to figure out where Philippa is.
Alright.
So, learn anything?
A few things that could be interesting. Prefer the long version or the short?
Alright, let's get the details.
Tell me everything. I want the details.
After fleeing Loch Muin, Philippa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vlister.
Philippa and a former lover? Something tells me happily ever after is not how that story ends.
Philippa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be safest as an owl. She
Usually what happens in this game, or what doesn't happen, rather.
The mage hunt started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate. Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan. Huh. Philippa was here under our noses the whole time.
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
As a pet owl. Figures.
Yep, that's Zoltan for you.
A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great. We got any leads?
We have this.
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
Alright.
One outside the path.
Set this quest.
Good idea. Let's go.
Give me somewhere to save. I just noticed that we're over the hour. Although we made some decent progress today. Here I thought I was going to get stuck on those boss fights for the entire show. But we managed to get through those and advance the story some.
Or like last time.
I just remember fighting Imlerith the first time. Yeah, we were stuck on him the entire hour. Were we doing 1 hour shows back then? When we were doing
well, we had also endless cutscenes.
Yeah.
We're like,
yeah, last time was just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene.
Yes. We're like, oh, finally. Oh, there goes another. Speaking of which.
Yeah, it seems to be where we're at now.
Frick. Bye.
Graham et Thuir, Robert Megale, Alfelte. Graham et Thuir, Deagnis Kerle, es Pirshena a et Clace.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her at his bathhouse. Might have guessed as much.
So he won Zoltan's stuff. Alright. Bathhouse, let's go.
Let's go to the bathhouse.
Yay.
Might not be too late.
Come on.
Alright, save. can't I save? Save. There we go. So, we will take this up next time, go into the... well, next time we roll around to The Witcher, heading over to the bathhouse to get the owl from Dijkstra. So thanks for watching. Have a look at our Patreon link in the description if you want to help us build our game studio where we'll be making more games like those we enjoy playing here for you. I also have an artistry account if you'd like some 3D models made or some voice narration for your website or audiobook. Special thanks to Very Random Butterfly for co-hosting today. Check out her channel linked in the video title. She does some blogging, some thrifting, some painting, and takes commissions for new paintings both in digital and traditional formats. And there's a giveaway going on. I'm thinking about giving away my pre-order copy of Disgaea 7, English language. Switch is region free, so I don't have to worry about sending it to someone in, say, Europe if they want, like, if they buy the American or Canadian version of a game, they'll be able to play it without any mods or anything. Special thanks also go out to Joshua J. Sloan, Zed Diggity, and Phoenix Astra for being my top Patreon supporters of all time so far. And this was our red block, so our orange block is next, where we will be continuing Warframe. So hope to see you all next time!
Bye!